But right now, I'd be fuming with him if I was a Chelsea fan, because I think he's fucked the season. Hello guys, and welcome to my first video on It's LB channel. Yes, good to see you, man. I guess most of you people watching now have already subscribed, come over from City Extra. I appreciate all the support, man. People have been asking me, when are you going to start doing the videos? When are you going to start doing them? Well, here we go. Chelsea moving mad once more. News coming out today for Fabrizio Romano confirming that Chelsea and Atletico Madrid are now completing final details on João Felix. As Chelsea want to be fast and get the deal sorted 100% sealed this week. Full agreement on personal terms as João has accepted the Chelsea move. This is going to be a loan deal, around 11 million euros, some sort of fee there for the loan deal. This is mad, guys. This is mad. I can't understand what is going on at Chelsea right now. I don't understand what Ted Bowl is doing. He's acting like he's playing FIFA, in my opinion. For people who have seen me on a Big Six, and I've said this before on City Extra, I think the guy's a coward, man. I think that he's messed up big time. He's messed up big time. I don't think he should have got rid of Tuchel when he did. I think if he wanted to get rid of Tuchel, he should have done it as soon as he walked in the football club and got a new manager in, give him the pre-season and the money. But he didn't. He sacked Tuchel after 3 losses. It just stunk to me as if like he was waiting for the first possible opportunity to get rid of him. Graham Potter's come in. Guy's obviously clearly struggling a little bit. You know what I mean? You can see his record. His record ain't great. I think he's the 3rd worst Chelsea manager of all time in terms of win percentage. You know, he's having a tricky time. But can you blame him? It's good. He's not had a pre-season. None of these players are his players. It's really, really difficult. And now they're going to go and get João Felix. And I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on at Chelsea. It's really, really weird. This Todd Bowley just seems like he's just keeps throwing money at it. I'll just keep throwing money at players. Get this guy on loan and see what can happen. It really is bizarre. They need a director of football. They need the sporting directors. They need to get a proper solid board, and they need to give Graham Potter time if that's what they want to do. I think this season's a rip for Chelsea already, which is mad. They're out the Carabao Cup. They're out the FA Cup. You know, they've got Dortmund who are no mugs in the Champions League. They should beat Dortmund really, but you know Dortmund are a good side. They're 10th currently in the Premier League. I mean, can this stuff get any worse for Chelsea? I mean, we're only just over a week into the transfer window. They're signing João Felix. Who else they're going to sign? What else they're going to do? They're throwing so much cash at it. They've already spent over 350 million, something like that, according to transfer marks on transfers. They have no strategy, no direction. And on Graham Potter, I'm a little bit disappointed in him. I am. I know that he's not had a pre-season, and I know that he's obviously none of these players are his players. But one thing that I think you can really do when you're a new manager in this sort of situation, and you're under the cosh, is at least have an identity. When I watch Chelsea, I don't know their identity. I don't know the style of football. They're boring to watch. They don't create chances. They don't score goals. You know what I mean? I just think they're in real danger of just because. I mean, they probably are a laughing stock right now. The amount of money they spent. I mean, the amount of money they spent. They should have been challenging for the Premier League. They should have been challenging for the Premier League, and they're 10th. Do you know what I mean? And it's just really difficult. If you're a Chelsea fan, I just don't know how I don't know what you can think in this situation. I don't know what the direction is. What is the direction? Is this the new direction? Just spend money? Just throw cash? You've got to have a direction. You've got to have a plan. You've got to have an identity. Otherwise, you'll just be playing players. You'll be buying players who just don't fit the system. This is why when you look at someone like a City, or Arsenal now, or Liverpool, they buy players who fit the system. Chelsea are just buying anyone. And it's just like, are you just buying them for what reason are you buying these players? It makes no sense. Ted Bowley, for me, I think he's come in, he spent a lot of money. I reckon after he spent 300 million or whatever they spent in the summer, I reckon he probably thought all the Chelsea fans are loving him. But right now, I'd be fuming with him if I was a Chelsea fan, because I think he's fucked the season. I think this where Chelsea are right now is solely down to Ted Bowley, in my opinion. Solely down to him. Because when he come in and he bought the football club, I've said this on a number of occasions, he had every right to get rid of Thomas Tuchel if he didn't like the way that Thomas Tuchel played football, right? And so the way Thomas Tuchel plays isn't for everyone, right? So that would have been fair. It's his club. If he wants to come in and say, I want to take this club in a different direction, thanks for everything you've done, you're not the man for me, I don't want to tell you what you have to do in terms of the way I want you to play, because that's not fair. Managers shouldn't be told that. Therefore, here's your money. See you later. Get Graham Potter in or whoever. Give them the pre-season. Give them the money. Give them the transfers. Boom. You know what I mean? He probably would have got a little bit of backlash at the time for sacking a manager that won the Champions League, but at least he's done it right. He waited for the third. He didn't do that. He was cowardly. He gave him the first possible opportunity for Thomas Tuchel to be sacked, and he did. 3 games they lost, and he got sacked. Ridiculous. Now they've got Graham Potter. They're sitting in 10th. No identity. Don't know where the next win's coming from. They got Fulham, by the way, coming up in the week. That's not going to be easy. And you look at it and you just go, what is going on with Chelsea, man? So, listen, if you're a Chelsea fan, it's not easy for you, man. It's not easy for you. And I think you're going to really struggle this season. I do. You know, what happens in the transfer window now, you're getting Felix in. Felix is a good player. At least you can play him in like a false 9 position. But then what do you do with Havertz? What do you do with him? He's been a flop. What do you do with him? There's a lot of questions, a lot of questions to be asked about this Chelsea team, about the manager, about the board, and that, you know, they can throw as much money at it as possible. If you don't have the right structure at your football club, you will fail. That is guaranteed. Just a quick one from me then today, guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Let me know what you think about Chelsea in the comment section below. Make sure you drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. We're on 500. Let's see if we can get up to 600 subscribers. Appreciate all the support, man. I'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.